Hello folks, Linux here back with Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we are continuing the story of Fire Emblem Heroes Book 10 with the latest chapter, Ruler of Death. I do believe we'll be seeing some oh so shocking revelations and reveals. But the previous one we went to Hel. That was our next destination after beating Moosebell and obtaining his power thing with Legion. And we fought Hel, because Hel just has to be a problem. Although, at the very end, it seems that Leaf and Thrasir, alongside Loki, are up to something that will probably make this a lot more easier for us. So, since we will be dealing with some of the most powerful characters in the game so far, with the newest batch of Choose Your Legends, why not continue the tradition of bringing alongside Choose Your Legends? So we just got the Brave Heroes of last year, except for Aether, because he never showed up for me, which is crazy, because he's like my favorite out of all of them. So instead, we brought along this Alir here. Hopefully she can help us out. Now, let's get started with Choose the Ruler of Death. Oh. Oh yeah. All right, we're just off to the races. With this, it is over. I have one final request for you. Will you hear me out? Yes, of course. Oh my god. Choose the path you wish to tread. It need not be for my sake, nor the sake of one who has passed. You must choose for yourself. No matter your decision, I accept it, and I will always be with you. You must know this, yes? Alphonse. Oh! Veronica. Wow. What the? Go with that from the start. I should have. Oh, it would have been so cool. I want to see more of that shot. It's not every day they actually give us such unique imagery, especially one so somber. Alright. Meanwhile, you flee for naught. No matter where you run to, you cannot escape death. We cannot slay Mother. Even if we beat her again and again, she will return. Okay. She's got reprisal. That's not scary. This, however, is very scary. We got Brave Sylvain. Ain't that something to say, right? He was always one of my favorite characters in Three Houses, at least amongst the Blue Lions batch. His Forging Bonds is pretty annoying, but I get it considering that's how he is as a character. That is his biggest flaw, really. I don't think we can get to Sylvain, though, all things considered, which is really, really bad for us.
Yes.
No. Actually, we can get to him. Because we have to, honestly.
I'll take care of him.
Let's do this first. If we don't get rid of Sylvain now, he's actually going to get rid of one of our units. He's that kind of good. So what they did with that guy is, much like with the Spring Sylvain, actually, they gave him the ability to go again after, like, using an assist on somebody.
Kneel before me.
Previously, Sylvain didn't have any kind of character gimmicks like that. He was always a, how do you put it? He was always just a generic unit. His summer version was the first version of him we had in the game, and that one it was a summer unit with just a basic behind weapon. And those weapons sucked, actually, when I think about it. Because it was like, oh, yes. If it is the first time this unit is fought this turn, I think. Or was it in general? I might be mixing it up. But they get a stat boost, and those weapons suck. Melon Flow was his specifically. And then what, we got the normal Sylvain. It was the normal Sylvain? No. We got the spring one. And that was the first time we had a personal weapon.
Here until the end.
He had a personal weapon that, you know, like I said, if he uses an assist skill, it had to be a rally specifically, I think. He got to go again, but then he also got his weapon turned into a brave weapon once you did so. So it was very handy to have, and I got him, and he's still useful to me to this day. At least when I do use him in Arena, so... Everyone fall back. We need to buy some time and try to figure something out. We must find a way to slay Hel, even with the power she has gained from the twilight of the gods. But, is that even possible? Anything is possible, but we are running out of time. There's more to worry about than just Hel. Fimbulvetter continues to wreak havoc. It may already be too late. What do we do? If we don't figure this out, we may fall to Hel. However, if there were another who wished to slay her... What, yeah? What do you mean, however, if there were another that wished to slay her? Like, why would you... That's such a random thing to bring up, I feel like. We are in the land of the dead.
I am supreme.
Unless he's thinking about some kind of pincer tactic against someone that can't die. I will treasure all the cheers I've heard. They're more beautiful than any song. Oh, thank you. Alright, Brave Azura. It took her a while, but she finally won. I think she was always in the top 5. And maybe frequently in the top 3. I don't know. But we finally got some long distance dancing. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, you can use assist skills on allies within 5 spaces of unit. And when 3 rows of 3 columns centers on unit regardless of distance. That is absurd. That is ridiculous that they would make something like that. I imagine I'll be seeing her in Ether Raids quite a bit, huh? Well, maybe not, actually. No, but definitely, for sure, she'll be a good unit. What's this perform thing, though? As the unit acts, grants another action to unit. But she gives that to target ally. Yeah. So she enables people to go again like twice. Luckily, these units aren't much of a threat. So I think we can put up some kind of fort, honestly. We won't have to deal with her too much. I believe Azura herself can go again, but I'm not too sure how. But, I mean, it's probably in her weapon somewhere. Not in the weapon, got it. It is in the assist. The target ally has already acted, grants another action to target ally, blah 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 blah. You know, I'm not seeing it. But I don't want to, like, rush ahead and just get clapped by Azura.
I'll do my best.
It'll be very embarrassing.
Leave it to me. That's right. Where to now?
Okay. Azura! She won. I knew a guy who was a big fan of Azura. I wonder how that guy's doing now, though. I haven't talked to him in a while. Azura's more of a... She's a character that's there. Oh, no. Whoa, that looks cool. There was like a ring around the unit at the ground. Oh, I should turn on the support animations, actually. But it looks like Azura can, in fact, go again. Let me turn on support animations for everybody.
Alright, I await orders.
But yeah, she's always been there. I don't... My Azura in Hoshido is good, but I don't think I used her in Conquest.
Adjust task.
Which is crazy, I imagine, but maybe not. She just showed up at a late time, and I preferred to send out my units that were a little more combat capable.
Here until the end.
I thought it was like too risky to have her there.
I won't falter.
so I never really deployed her much. With Conquest, I was a lot more... I mean, that's the point of Conquest. Conquest is like the more serious one, and no take backsies, you don't get to grind your units and all that. But with Hoshido, for Birthright rather, you can play however you please, however you want. This feeling, so many people calling out to me, is quite strange. Yeah. But generally speaking, she was always useful. And I don't know if I enjoyed her character that much, though. I enjoy her a lot more in Heroes. The New Year's version will always be my favorite version of her, though. I will say that. Alright, so this is the Cadenza man. You gotta be careful with him, right? Where is it? Alright, after combat initiated by units. So you can't attack us from a distance. That's good. No risk. Wait, hold on. No risk, ... What is that? If unit speed is greater than or equal to 30 at start of battle, inflicts -4 on the foe, so everything but speed, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's defense, reduces damage by the same amount, and unit's next attack deals damage equal to 40% of foe's first attack prior to reductions during combat. Okay. And also, if unit's defense is higher than foe's defense, gets a potent follow-up. Okay, then. That's a really big boost. Reminds me of Brash Assault 4. I wonder what it gets the upgrade from. What do you use to get no risk? I suppose there's a lot of things to make sure there are no risks. Now ours there.
Yes.
Leave it to me.
That guy's gonna be scary if Azura's with him. Woo! Look at him go.
I'll take care
But
of
we
him.
can penetrate his defenses. Now, I have no attachments to Sigurd. As far as I know, he's the dude that dies early in the game. And then the game is actually about his son. So he's literally that character in, like, some games that you control as, like, the demo of the game, and then they die, and then you actually start playing with the main character. The real main character, anyway.
Kneel before me.
Sigurd was pretty decently ranked in CYL, though, if I recall. Especially when it came to, like, people wanting, like, a FE4 remake. Like, well, I don't know what the decisions behind deciding if they want to make a new Fire Emblem game or remake an old Fire Emblem game into a new Fire Emblem game. I don't think CYL has much effect on those kind of things. I think the only time that was the case was Engage, right? Because for sure we ended up getting, like, a Veronica emblem because she was, like, CYL winner, as opposed to Alphonse, who they, like, very much treat him as the main character of the game of Fire Emblem Heroes. Summoned Girl. Oh, right, Tsubasa.
Take notice.
Do I stick out? School uniforms seem pretty rare around here. Yeah, they are. Most certainly are. In fact, you are the only person who wears them. Okay, so we got Tsubasa Oribe. Energetic high schooler and idol, partnered with Shida. She was summoned to Asker in response to the voices that called to her. It appears in this game that I've never heard of at all. Alright. Dude, it's so funny seeing that she won CYL with a landslide. Someone had to boost her, right? It's like a bot booster, you know? I don't want to underestimate her popularity, but
Here until the end.
I'm gonna downplay her popularity.
I await orders.
Just because, in my eyes, she truly is a bit of a nobody
Where
character.
to now?
I don't know a single thing about her outside of the paralogue and that you had when TMS showed up, as well as the one time she was in Forging Bonds. And by one time she was in Forging Bonds, I mean the one time she was mentioned when one of the Annas showed up. It might have been it was one of the Annas. I think, was it the one from Awakening?
So be it.
With the big old, the apostle one? Or whatever it is. Apothecary kind of, I don't know what it is, but you know, the Lance Anna. That's not like the Anna.
That's right.
Where they were like, there's lots of Annas. Tsubasa and that one boy whose Crumbs bands,
I'll do my best.
you know? And that's like the one time. Besides that, they don't do anything with TMS. Except for cucking people out of ranking high in Resonant Battle. That's like my impressions of Tokyo Mirage Sessions. They did the one banner and that one special tap-tap battle, which was really cool. I wish I recorded that. But they just never did anything with them again. Which is lame, because there's a lot of characters and potential that you could do with those. But I guess they just didn't want to. I'm wondering if that'll change now that Tsubasa won CYR.
Everyone together.
She also won the Shadows thing as well, which, once again, someone boosted that girl up. I am death yourself. I choose who dies. All ye who live, abandon your hope. Become one of the silent dead. Okay. So these guys right here are the biggest threats on the map. Azura, because she can tell you to go again from across the yard. And Sylvain, because he can go again if he touches you. If he touches his allies. So I gotta figure out if I want to prioritize one or the other, or if I want to try to go for both. Because Sigurd's very dangerous on account of his 5 movement. So anybody right here to this tree in front of Azura is not safe. We can't use our style yet, can we? Oh, we most certainly can. Alright, so we can probably hit Azura with Byleth. And then the real test is if we can take out Sylvain. Alright, let's see what we can do.
Oh,
I await orders. All right.
Get her! One thing is funky about these guys,
Trust in
they
yourself.
have some very lopsided defenses. They picked a stat and they said that is their defensive stat. Defense, res. Defense. And then Azura's was also res. Which I appreciate, honestly. Anything to help us deal a little more damage in there, right?
just where to now?
Green style, go! But yeah, like I was saying with Tsubasa, I wonder if they'll bring in more Tokyo Mirage sessions. But I believe it's simply just going to be the Shadows version of Tsubasa that we'll get.
Leave it to me.
Let's not mess around. And just back up. Woo! Hey man, what's up?
That's right.
I was always the person who voted for Toma and Kane, by the way. I was like, I wanted more TMS. And I wanted it to be Toma because he looked the coolest. It was either him or like if we can get like that super pretty lady with the glasses.
So be it.
I was all for that as well. I didn't like anyone else's designs though. Although there was that big man, I think, as well, that's part of the same crew. Oh. Green style, go!
I am supreme.
Woo! 8. I won't lie, when I first heard that, I thought she was, I thought I was hearing the Japanese version of the game. I was like, huh? Then she attacked again. It was in perfect English, and I was like, "Oh no, that's her English voice." She just made like admittedly cute little squeal or battle cry, shout. I don't know. Let's just keep reading, all right, before I sound weird. It matters not how many times you resist me. I am death, and no one can kill death. I did though. You're wrong. Possible. You, Hel, ruler of death. You brought our world to ruin. You took all who were precious to Thrasir and me. I will be the one to kill you. O Alfador, creator of all, of life and death. Veronica has sacrificed herself for this very purpose. In her stead, I wish for the power to destroy death. You bastard. You didn't. Dang, I never saw her open her mouth like that. Hel, ruler of death. It is time for you to die. Oh! Death. I am yet again. Mother. What the? What in the? That is a. I'm not saying anything about the artist. I'm just more shocked about the absolute art style shift. Hel went, dude. Leaf went from small head to big head, and I just wasn't ready for it. Okay. Also, wow, that is quite the attire for him. Not sure if I'm into it. He went from looking a little bulky to now looking... Well, now he looks a lot more like Alphonse. I'll say that much. He looks smaller than Alphonse, though. That's what I'll say. But I'll chalk that up to the art style. I have usurped her power. The power of Hel. I like his pauldron. Alphonse, I'm coming for you next. Oh, don't be a piece of shite, Leaf. Dude, I'm so tired of these Alphonses. Can we actually get rid of them? Can Alphonse be the next villain? Can we just, like, go on a hunt? I'm so tired of these Alphonses, man. Can they just stop being a problem and stop acting like a problem? Oh, well. Looks like we'll be dealing with Leaf next, apparently. Why is he doing this? Dude, you just lost your Veronica. Can you... I don't know what kind of vendetta or plan you got, but can't you set it aside to work with us against the biggest bad? It would be very much appreciated. Oh well. But hey, thank you all very much for watching. Feel free to let me know how you guys felt about the latest chapter and what you think will happen next. In terms of CYL, I did 23 summons so far, and I did manage to get Sylvain. I did record it. It's not the full 40 summons. I just decided to just do a video for the heck of it, just to chit-chat. But so far I have Sylvain, and I think I have 3.25% on the banner. Hopefully I can get everybody, and then we can like have a bunch of fun just annihilating the GHB with these guys. If not, I'll figure out something. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, take care.